Good morning, folks. Does anyone know of anyone who should be here, who's not here, who we might hold for a minute or two until they come? The boss of your firm? They're always the last ones to turn up, aren't they? Welcome to November the 5th, 2010. More importantly, welcome to the Advanced Professional Solutions 19th Annual Client Conference 2010. Is there anyone in the room who's 40 years old? Not over 40, not under 40. Anyone here who's 40 years old? No one. You're going to have to learn to start putting your hands up and taking part in these sessions. Who's someone down the back there? 40 years old. All right. So 19 years ago, you were having your 21st birthday. Yeah? That's how long APS has been going with their annual client conference. And you had a good excuse for not being here that year, because you probably had a hangover throughout the whole year, I imagine. As I introduced myself last night, my name is Bruce Hopkins. I'll be your MC for the next 2 days. I'm actually 1/3 of the legendary Stewart Island chartered accounting firm, Bruce and... Well, no, I'm a little bit embarrassed about our firm's name this year. I'll sort of give you a little background. Bruce and Brian, as we were leading the charge in trying to lure Warner Brothers and Peter Jackson to come to the island to shoot the Hobbit movies. And we'd put a pretty good incentive package together. We were going to give 130% tax rebate. It was basically going to bankrupt the island, but we figured it'd be worth it. And then we'd also decided that we would hand over the firstborn child of all island families to be raised as non-union working film crew and extras on future Warner productions. Then we decided also that the sweetener would be that, for a great point of difference, we would change our company's name to Bruce and Bilbo. We gave the name change forms to Brian. He was the one who was going to have his name changed. We gave him the forms to change, but unfortunately he waited to change the forms till after he'd had a fairly hefty session down at the local watering hole. And it wasn't until we got all the documentation back from the appropriate government offices that we saw the mistake that Brian had made. So not only are they not going to be shooting the Hobbit movies on Stewart Island, but we're now known as Bruce and Dildo. I figured it was worth a shot. Let's just create a little context around this day, the 5th of November, 2010. No doubt you're all well aware that today is the 405th anniversary of the day that 35-year-old Catholic rebel, Guy Fawkes, he was guarding a stash of gunpowder that had been smuggled into a room under the House of Lords in Westminster Palace. And the intention, of course, was to blow King James to smithereens. So I just found out, actually, in relation to this, there's the scaffold they were going to hang him from. You had to climb up a bloody ladder and then jump off himself, it looks like. That's going to be very important. When you go to the breakout rooms, find tables where people are sitting with the same color coding as yourself on your name tags. This is going to be your first major opportunity to practice the collaboration. In order to help me introduce Brian, give me a B. It'll build as you go. You'll warm up. Give me an R. Give me an I. Give me an A. Give me an N. Give me an A. Give me an R. Give me an S. Give me a T. Brian, why did you have such a long name? Look, let's cut to the quick. Give me a B. Give me an A. What does it stand for? The answer's Brian Armstrong. Okay, let's try that again. Give me a B. Give me an A. What do you got? As you know, those of you who've been to previous APS conferences, they don't muck around when it comes to selecting keynote speakers. Only the finest in the business will do, and so it is with Conference 2010. I had thought about maybe getting the Johnny Cash song, I've been everywhere, man, I've been to play as a theme song for our keynote speaker for this morning, because he pretty much has been everywhere. As a corporate anthropologist, Michael Henderson has studied, worked and lived in over 40 countries. Amongst his many experiences, he's been lost in the Sahara Desert. Trained in both anthropology and axiology, which is the study of human values, Michael blends this with his own experiences in business to offer simple and practical insights and solutions. Having once been informed that he had 24 hours to live after contracting a particular disease, Michael not only defied the odds, he now lives his life bringing meaning to everything he does. Acknowledged as an expert in the field of workplace culture, Michael has Shah, his wonderful wife, and his 3 teenage kids to keep him grounded and sane. Such is the regard in which Michael is held. I think you'll see when we bring up this slide, they even named a suburb in West Auckland after him. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the one and only Michael Henderson. This is a very musical day in history. In 1930, if we didn't have a September 20, if the Gregorian calendar makers decided, nah, bugger it, let's not have a September 23rd, we wouldn't have this guy. Other eyes smile tenderly. That's Ray Charles. He was born on September 23rd, 1930. And just at this point, I'd like to acknowledge the sponsors and exhibitors who have come along to support CTANS this year. I'd like to acknowledge Infratrain, who are the gold sponsor, Stevenson and IANZ, who are the silver sponsors, Opus International Consultants, who are the satchel sponsors, very cool satchels you've got there, Perry Drilling, who did the name tag and lanyard sponsorship, Geotest, they sponsored the icebreaker last night. How many were at the icebreaker in the end? Yeah, it was a good turnout. Drill Force will be sponsoring the lunch. Civil Train and New Zealand Geotechnical Society will be sponsoring morning teas. And Geotechnics and Measurement and Calibration Centre are the exhibitors out there as well. So we'd just like to acknowledge those people and ask if you can, if you have a bit of time, go along and talk to them at their stands. Be much appreciated by them and by the CTANS committee. Okay, I'm going to introduce a guy to you who's going to come up here and open it for us. And you're going to have to excuse him if he's a little on edge, because in 2 days his beloved St George Dragons face the wizardry of Benji Marshall and his Tigers in the NRL final series. However, being a former top-class cricketer and current marketing consultant for Geotechnics, I think Michael McGlynn is no doubt capable of handling whatever pressure he may be feeling. Please welcome to open the 2010 CTANS Careering Ahead Conference, your convener, Michael McGlynn. But it was actually the year of Scottish Highland culture. Did you know that, you Scottish linked folk? No, completely unaware of it. You could have been out tossing your cane. So please welcome Mr. Low Tech himself, Terry Kayes.
I had no idea where that was leading.
Neither did I. Waterfront Development Agency is in good hands. A lot of people have had a lot of misgivings about what's happening with the super city and everything, but to know that people such as yourself are at the helm.
What about the Sahara?
I know, that's what I was going to say. Are you going to stick around during the break and everything? Like, if people want to approach you, if they have questions, and you're going to be around during morning tea,
Sure.
And open to people approaching and having a chat, and a little song in the corner if they... Thank you, Graham. Now, the conference organisers obviously know something about you people. Like, quite often at conferences, morning tea's 20 minutes, but they've given you guys half an hour. So something about your appetites is being told to us. The morning tea, as we said, food and coffee and beverages will be available around where the exhibition stands are. Please go and make yourself known to the sponsors and the exhibitors and to each other. And we'll see you back here at 10:30. I'll probably come at 25 past and ask you to start moving in. Thanks.